Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that. Some weirdo UI shit happened, so I had to go fix that real quick. I don't know what the deal was, but anyways, like I was saying, welcome back. We're on part 101. Today's my birthday. I should have put that in the title. Forgot that was a thing. Oops. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna go back to building the mountain range. The last time we hit 1,000 days, and part 100 of me streaming, and well, we went structure rating a lot. Got a ton of different elytra, got a ton of other things as well. We also stole some allays. You can hear them up there being allays. That's pretty cool. But anywho, it's time to get back to doing some of the same old kind of stuff. We also widened out a larger river in that direction. I'll have to show that off a little bit later, but let's see what I can put away for now. Probably some of these shulker boxes that are empty. But we got a nice little extra bit of like grass and dirt and whatnot, so we shouldn't have too many issues getting the rest of this done. Oh, and you can see all the sponges we got as well. This all came from, well, half a stack was from the first ocean monument I ever raided, but the other stack and a half came from one other ocean monument last time because I got ridiculously lucky and I had 3 sponge rooms. So very happy about that. But I've been doing some deliberating on this, and we have a couple things that need to happen. We need another like break off here and here. This part's fine, and the cave opening that we're setting up for, right? If we go ahead and maybe head out a little bit, I should be able to show it off a little bit nicer. But you can see in the back here this kind of divot, this little kind of divot in the back. That's gonna open all the way up through the mountain, so we'll carve like the whole like structure part out of the way, so that way you could literally like fly like through this whole giant empty space into like my base as well with like an elytra, so it should make my life a lot easier. But main big thing we want to do here is just do a little bit of connecting work. We won't take too long with this, and so we don't really have a whole lot that needs to happen. But basically all we gotta do is just do a little bit of connecting. So let's see here, what else we can. Hey Mushroom, welcome back. I'm just doing some normal stuff. I'm trying to get this terraforming done finally. It's been too long. I think today I can probably get the whole like shape of it done, and then I can probably get like the back walls of it filled in with dirt, so at least we got a better idea what the shape will look like. I think that'll be pretty important to do. Hey, dang, Kai, did you have to make another account? Did you already forget your password? Like, dang, it's been like 3 days. Dang. Moo forgot their password last time too, so I ended up having to make a whole nother account again, but imagine. Big skill gap. But I'm just working on some like garbage again. I need to connect that one up better. Oh, ow, that hurt. But luckily I'm almost done with a lot of the framework of this, so I'll figure the rest of it out later, but I'm getting the majority of it done today. Give me a moment. I imagine drawing Chun-Li couldn't be me. Imagine knowing how to draw. I gotta actually sit back down and start drawing again. I haven't done that in a little over like 2 weeks by now. Oh hey Bean, welcome. But yeah, I gotta remember how to draw and actually start drawing again because it's just been a little bit too long. I'm trying to learn how to animate with Krita as well, but that also kind of takes a little bit of time. I think it'd be worth it. I will figure out the rest of this kind of stuff later, but just as long as there's some kind of like rough idea in place, I shouldn't really have anything to. I just needed to kind of block these out a little bit more so that way we have better plateaus on some of these sides. So it's basically we're just doing skeleton work still, so it'll be covering all of this, but it won't be like this. It might to some extent. We might have some like small like peaks and gaps and like near the very top, but for the most part, it should be good. Ah, see, finally somebody else who hates frogs. Let's go. Like like I said, they were a big total pain in the ass when I had to do it, and it'll happen to you too, and it already has apparently by the sounds of it. So they are cool. They give the cool frog lights, but to actually move them and breed them around for all the different colors can be a total nightmare if you're not careful, which, you know, is never fun. But they get a little better after enough time. Let's see here, what else can we do? That was another thing as well. So the reason we stopped is we kind of ran out of height in the back here. So I need to maybe pillar up a little bit here, just to get some more height. Oh no, this is where we need to do some measurement work, don't we? Ah, shit. If you're in Bedrock, yeah, then it is even worse. Oh, I got some measuring I need to do. Oh no, is this all the way up at 250 already? Oh, Jesus. I might have to make a world height mountain at this point. Oh god. We're at 246 at this peak here. And this is when it starts to slope back down. And that's kind of an issue. And I don't want to shave away all the tops here because that is a lot of extra work. So I'm guessing what we can do is in the very back we can have it go up to what do I want to say here? Like what why you know what, wait, isn't world height like 320? Why don't we just go up to world height at that point, to be perfectly honest? Yeah, you know what, fuck it. World height mountain range, why not? Sure. I'll give it a shot here. Hang on. Alright, say landing about here should be my good center point. Yeah, it seems about right. Or this mountain specifically, if we want to actually go in terms of mountain. Oh, anywho, let's just go ahead and get this built up to world height, see how it looks, and then we'll just be using a ton of scaffolding here. So all we're gonna be doing now is just mapping out a couple of different heights. So like we know for a fact we want this to go up to like Y320, and then we slowly like slope it down until it matches up with that peak over there, and then it matches up with that peak over there. It should be gradual. So let's go ahead and give this a shot, I guess. I got about 100 blocks of this to go. Wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I only need one more essay for my class right now that I have to write, so sometime after this stream I'm planning on writing that, whether it be today or tomorrow. And then hopefully I should be able to stream a lot more for the next week until I have to actually really get back into like doing a lot of homework. Oh, we're at the build height. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close with it, so let's just kind of see. Actually, we need to cut down to 10, or actually no, 300 would probably be best, honestly, because if I like, I might screw myself out of some stuff if I'm not careful here. So we're at 320, but we're gonna go down just to 300. There we go. Okay, so this gives us 20 blocks of leeway until we actually hit the world height. And that's very important to know because if I make some kind of like miscalculation, I at least have a little bit of space to fix it. Otherwise, I would have given myself no space. And we're so high up now, you literally cannot even see the fucking ocean from. It's kind of dope. If I turn up the render distance really big. Yeah, so you can actually see the ocean if I turn up my render distance a lot more. I'm hoping by the time this whole valley is done, you can already kind of see like some of the outline even from this kind of height. I think it could look really cool from either this angle or we might have a viewing platform like way out in the distance. at a couple of different angles. We might have some like scaffolding or some glass in the air just so I can look at this a little bit nicer. But I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's just cool just seeing the sheer like scale of everything. You know what I mean? Like and that whole other bit of land over there at the ice boat road that leads out to the big sphere. The game is having a little bit of a hard time loading all of this, so that's kind of cursed. It is at least trying. Oh, we can actually see the sphere from here. Yo, that's gonna be kind of sick. Actually, hold on, wait. I didn't think I was close enough to it, but when it's all said and done, you might actually be able to see the sphere from like peak of the mountain range. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, might have to look into that, I guess. Fair enough. I will turn it back down to 12 for now, though. On account of I need to go to sleep, and then I actually need to start mapping out some more of the different heights. And once we get the heights all figured out, then we can actually do some other stuff. Oh yeah, you might hear them, but we got some allays now, actually, from last time, so... And also, another news, 1.19.1, which is going to add allay duplication so I can get more of these little idiots. Comes out on June 28th, assuming they don't, like, find some massive error, so... They doubled the duplication buffer from 2.5 minutes to 5, but we can still duplicate them in mass. So if I ever want more of them for like aesthetic or for like item sorters, I have them. Also, thank you for the follow or Demented Swag. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it is my birthday. That is true. But alas, I'm just taking it easy for today. Look at them go. They're in jail. This guy's been in prison for like 400 days by now. I gotta kill that snow golem at some point. I keep forgetting to do that. You can see the peak of our mountain that we're gonna have up here. I won't be doing any cobblestone cast up to that point just because I don't feel like it's really worth it, to be honest. So we'll just use scaffolding. So if we're going up to 300 up there, I gotta mark down a couple of things. I mean, I have a couple like in reserves and like the Woodland Mansion too if I absolutely need them, but I'm gonna try and avoid doing that. Okay, so we're at Y300 up the very top there. Now we're at 246, so we should probably pull out the book if I had to guess. I need to do some stuff. In fact, we're going to a whole new page. I equals 246. Alright, and then we have... Oh, I want to actually know how many mountains we have to work with as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17. Well, actually 16 since we don't count them when we start on, obviously. So basically the reason why we're doing this as well is we know the peak for that one like mountain part over there, right? So we know that's at Y. Oh, thank you. Yes, United States Army. Thank you for trying to draft me into the fucking military. Why is that all text I get on my birthday? They're like, hey, it's not too late to join the army. And it's like, no, I really don't wanna. No, I'll pass, But anyways, yeah, we got 54 blocks of height that we need to cover in 16 mountains. So what we need to do basically is it's just like what 54 divided by 16, which is about like 3 1/4, something like that. 54 divided by 16. Yeah, it's about 3 3/8 block is what we need to drop down. So we can drop like 3 blocks in height per like mountain. So instead of building up to like Y 300 here, we'd build up to like Y 297, 294, 291, etc. And we keep going all the way until we make it over to that one. And it'll be a little bit weird at like that part there, but we can trim like the very edge ones a little bit to like get the rest of the slope in place. So basic math saves the day again, makes my life a lot easier, and it could hopefully make it look a little bit cleaner in terms of the slope, because we don't want it to be like too like jarring, like don't want it to be kind of gradual. Oh, we're just gonna be putting out scaffolding for a good bit here on these kind of peaks, and we'll see how it goes. Now I want to actually check and see what the hell is up here. Ow, that almost broke my legs, but yeah, the first pre-release is out, but not the actual release candidate or the update itself. So I don't tend to touch pre-releases at all, honestly. But yeah, I'm aware. It'll be cool though. Finally, I have usable lays for once. Not that I ever really need them, but I can if I want them. So we are at 300. What the fuck? That negated fall damage? Sure, okay. And we'll be able to make actual proper mountains on the side that like faces out towards the ocean. We'll be able to make like real mountains and not just like these very like steep ones, I guess I'm gonna have to turn this more into a valley just to account for the fact that, kind of don't have a lot of space. Are you fucking kidding me? This is when I run out of space, really? I just ran out of scaffolding. I have it on me still, luckily, but that would have been a little frustrating if I would have had to fly all the way back down. Here we go. Alright, 97, and then again 94, and then 91. You know the deal. Not too hard, luckily. Yeah, I can't believe I got a recruitment ad for the US Army. That's always epic, but not something I'm interested in at all. Alright, so since we did 297, we want to do 294, and 91, and then you know what we do there. That's 97, 300, 97, 95, now 4, there we go. And then 91. I'm thinking about as well, I might try and condense a couple of my farms into like one big farm. So we might be able to farm like dripstone, what else? Sugarcane, bamboo, some of the different like nether vines if I really want to. But I think we can, well not think, I know we can condense them all into like one farm because I've literally seen it before in Hermitcraft, and I'm sure like at least a nice number of people have, but might as well. I have enough resources to do that. I've got enough if I don't want to do that, so I'm still thinking of it, but odds are I probably will. We're at 291. We want to go down another 3, which is 288. I think I tanked this, right? Okay, yeah, so I do tank this, but should I? No. That was kind of goofy, but whatever. Didn't kill me. We might have to go recover some more like stuff. I might need to go pick up some more string, and I need to double check if the actually no, it shouldn't be running anyway, so I'm gonna say we need to go check on the string farm, but that's not running at all. I might need to make some more scaffolding. There we go, 88. Now we want to go to 85. Only be like another 60, so actually we should be pretty close. Luckily we got the shulker farm sectioned off completely last time, so I shouldn't have to worry about any weird shit with that. I'll actually have to double check some of that other stuff too. We got the iron farm cleaned out as well finally. Now I can actually like, you know, store a lot more iron, and I got like a whole spare like shulker box of iron blocks and like another half box, so we got quite a lot, but we're going to 82 now. Ow. That one hurt. That one was quite a lot of damage, seriously. I gotta watch it with the elytra. And we're out. Now, of course, we do have plenty of normal golden apples, and obviously we have our enchanted golden apples, but we only save the enchanted ones for, like, if I'm, like, fist fighting, like, a mob or something, and I absolutely need, like, the extra healing and absorption. But otherwise, I can just use normal golden apples to recover some of my HP pretty quickly. Not that I need to do a whole lot of it, but it's always good to have stuff like that. And once we get that gold farm going, too, we'll actually be able to make, like, probably like a whole shulker box of golden apples, to be honest. That'd be pretty neat. Something's not right. Something's not built at the okay, so 300, 97, 94, 90, 85, 82, right up here. This should be 85. And we have to go sleep in the bed again. Yep, it's 85. Alrighty. So that's 82. And then we want 79 on the ground there. We'll go ahead and go to the bed. Thinking about redoing my whole, like, the inside of the base, because, you know, I live here and I've still only left it as stone. This was meant to be temporary stone, just so it looked kind of nice. And it's definitely has not been temporary, so I'm gonna actually have to do some stuff. Will I get that all fixed up properly? I'm gonna put that away. I'm just gonna shuffle some things around. Yeah, you can see where the new peaks are gonna go. But anyways, we want to go to 279 up on this next mountain here. That up. And then 76, 73, 70, you know the deal. But we're almost done. God, another half, like, health bar. Good lord, I've got to quit doing that. I got the food to spare, so it's not like it's that much of an issue either, but, like, I, you know, don't want to be risking anything too weird, you know? Hey, we overbuilt for once, which is a good sign. That means we're getting close. That puts us at the same height. Yep. And then we want to go to 76. There we go. Now we want to go to 73. Okay, game lag. We don't need that right now. I, don't appreciate that at all. That's not cool. And these small kind of like air gaps between mountains, these are kind of like a remnant of the lava casting that I had to do, so we will be patching up stuff like this eventually. I just don't have a big need for it at the moment, you know? Anyways, that was like, what, 76 or whatever, so... I might have been 79, but we'll find out soon enough here, I guess. Yeah, if that was 76, now we want to be at 73. Yeah. Here we go, 73, and now we want to go to 70. Now the reason we want these up as well, like all at the same time, is this makes it a significantly easier for me to put in like the rest of the rib work that I have left to do. Also, my elytra disengaged for some reason because I hit the side of that scaffolding, so kind of was not expecting that. I think if you hold scaffolding, you go like right through it, right? As weird as that sounds. There we go. So yeah, that is the case. So we're at 271. Now we're at 270. Now we need 67. There we go. Can't see again. And you can see we're starting to actually get close now, so I'll keep doing it in increments of 3, and then when we make it over to the last one, it's going to look a little weird, so we'll like shave the last one down by like a block and then the other one down by like a block, so no big deal, luckily. Kind of on plan, so that's good. Yeah, we don't have too much longer, at least for this side, and then we have to go do the other side too. I think I'll figure that out. Okay, see, that's not, might as well just fucking climb it at that point. Not waste another firework rocket. I kind of can't have the gunpowder and string farm on until I get the mountain range in place on those parts, because it's a little bit too dangerous otherwise. So, 67, and then 64, and then 61. Okay, yeah, see, my game's stuttering again. I haven't had that issue in a while. But yeah, my game's having a little bit of lag here for whatever reason, so that's not very cool at all. There we go. Now we want to go to 58. I'm hoping today we get the whole like inner skeleton of this done, honestly, with all like the kind of I'm calling them ribs personally, but with all the ribs that we're doing in here with all this kind of like basic line work, I'm hoping we get all that done today, and then I can fill in the back with stone, or not stone, with dirt and grass, which it won't be dirt and grass forever. I just need it to be that for now, so that way I kind of actually get a good feel for what the shape is gonna be like when it's actually filled in, and then we can kind of figure out in a creative world how gradients work. So I know I want it to start at like dirt at the bottom, and then at some point it needs to be like stone way at the peaks, and then on certain other parts there should probably be like a nice healthy amount of moss, and like, it should transition from dirt into stone, but like, needs to make sense. So I gotta figure that out. I haven't really had to do I haven't had to do gradient work like on that kind of scale before, so it's going to be kind of completely new to me. But, you know, it should be okay. I don't see it going too terribly, but 58, and then we want to go to 55. Go. And then we want to go to 52. Actually, not quite. That puts it at 50. So then what we can do is just shave a couple of blocks off the tops here. We shave off like 2 blocks. And then we shave off another 2, and then probably like 1 on the next one, and then it transitions back to normal. Actually, we could shave off 1 here, and then 1 off that one over there. Do that. And that should do it for at least this side. So if we go ahead and fly out a little bit, just to kind of see what some of the peaks should look like. I need to turn up my render distance for this, don't I? Damn it. Well, alrighty. Don't kill my PC, please. That would not be epic. Alrighty. But you can see where we kind of have our natural ones stop and then these new ones start. And we're mainly just looking at the, we're looking at like kind of the horizon line. So we only care about that going up to there. And then the actual lines still do make a lot of sense. Now we need to go from that point down to about that point, if we can. They might put in some median ones along the way. I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, probably. We just want to make sure things slope down correctly, just to, you know, not make everything look totally stupid, but you can see how it actually like smoothly curves up, you know, and up. And there's that bend there, so it looks a little weird, but it is still proportional. Yeah, now we need to do the same thing on the other side, so, and we know Y300 up there. And we know this endpoint here is a thing. So let's see what we got. Okay. 211. Alrighty, and then we need to figure out the number of mountains. So one, we're gonna have a couple of air gaps as well that are gonna be kind of redone. So we want something in between this one and this big one. So this is 1, 2. That one is 3. The very big kind of. This one is 3. Air gap, so 4, 5, 6, 7. Because we'll have another air gap. So we're on 7 right now. Another gap, so 8, 9. And then this one here should kind of get us back to normal. So we're at number 9 right now, and then 10 up there. Which, okay. All right, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then our actual one here, which is 14. So we want to do 13. And then all it would be is 300 minus 211 divided by 13, and then that's how many blocks of height that we need to decrease per layer like that. So let's find out. 300 minus 211 is 89, divided by 13 is 6.8, and then a bunch of other numbers. So basically 6. We'll say 7 actually, because it is like a lot closer to 7 than it is to 6. And normally you're not supposed to round up for stuff like that, but I'm going to this time around. So yeah, we want to go 7 blocks below, so we want to go to like Y293. And we'll see what we do. want that back. And this isn't going to be exact, obviously. It's just more so like I want to stick to it as close as possible, but if it looks awkward when it's all said and done, then we can actually like fine tune it a little bit more. But for the most part, the shape should be like reasonable, you know? It'd be pretty sound. Let's see the exact text that I got sent. Let's find out. What did I actually get? Dang, join the US Army active duty reserves. That's crazy. And then the fucking sergeant who DMs me or who messages me has a fucking Instagram handle, so that's only extremely cursed, but you know, why not? Sure, I guess, whatever. Whatever works to recruit children or whatever. Like, damn. Oh, anywho. Go ahead and make sure this map's updated real quick while I got some time. And it probably is by now, so we'll leave it be. I also want to check on the scaffolding farm. We still have our minecart in. You can see that blue line there, which means we got a shulker and its minecart. That's good. What else we got? We can go ahead and turn that off. So we kind of put in a couple more like plateau areas, maybe one more in the middle here, but we don't have to, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And yeah, alright, all we need to do is go work on our peaks again, and we should be good. I feel like I should harvest this bamboo, so we're gonna do that first. I left my ender chest just up there somewhere, so we're gonna have to go back and get that later, but yeah, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? Anywho, we'll grab that, reload on fireworks. And I gotta get rid of these sheep at one point. I would literally have not like sheared them in so long. I sheared them a little bit, but you know, I gotta move them out somewhere that isn't here because they're noisy and I just don't have too much of a need for them, so might get rid of them soon. Gonna make a little bit more space here. Yeah, instead of having to cut this down by hand and like pick all this up, I might like oh, because I can use mud now, so this would actually be a perfect one to use mud for, because you know it's you can still plant bamboo and stuff on here, but it's not a full block, and then you're not slowed down in it like you are with soul speed. So I could just put like a small minecart track or a bunch of hoppers under this to, you know, collect all this a lot easier. I might do that. We might be able to rework it into the sugarcane farm, hopefully. But we just want this bamboo for now because I'm going to end up making more scaffolding out of it, so I need a nice little chunk to get me started again. Still have a bunch of like framework that I need to like do here. I want to tear those down later and like, you know, start completely over on that part because I don't like the apartment building stuff kind of has not grown on me or hasn't aged too well, so I'll probably give it another try and do something different with it. So, but anywho, let's just go ahead and get back up there and get stuff done. So 7 blocks of height that I need to drop, and there's my ender chest for the future. Alright, yeah, we need to drop 7 blocks in height each time. So go ahead and pull this back out. Oh yeah, I do have way too much patience, kind of like. I'm telling you, a lot of it was from playing Getting Over It, like, aggressively, religiously, like, every day, pretty much. Because it took me 7 hours to beat the first time, and then I beat it, like, 80 other times after that. So, you know, that taught me a lot of patience. That and also working on the very cool big project that I have. But cool thing about this is I have infinite time to do stuff like this, so I'm in no rush to do it, which is the main thing. If I had like a fixed like time that I absolutely had to adhere to, then like I would probably be extremely impatient, but I don't, you know? I got as much time as I need on this kind of stuff because I don't really have to do anything. Like if I didn't want to, I could just not work on this, but I've kind of decided that I do want to work on this because I think it'll look cool when it's done. But, you know, it'll take some time, but I think it'll be really worth it, so We're at 93, 93 minus 7. Fun fact for subtracting things like 7s or 8, subtract 10 and then add like 2 or 3 depending on what you need. So since we want to subtract 7, we subtract 10, which would get us to 283, and then we add another 3, so that gets us to 286. Now, it's debatable whether or not it's easier than like, just doing like minus 7, but to me it's easier, just at least for things like that. So just why not? I think there's less of a chance to make mistakes. And this is one of the old lava cast designs that I made too. You can tell because it actually goes out by 3 tiers and not like the standard like 2-tier ones as well that these ones later became. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we want to go up to 286 and that should be pretty good. But yeah, patience is a virtue. I got a lot more of it than what I used to have when I was a kid, so I used to get extremely impatient extremely quickly, and it like just got frustrating at some point. So luckily things changed quick enough, so I'm not like that as much anymore. Now with Clan Blitz on the other hand, or Splatoon in general, I have almost no patience for anymore. Not until 3 at least. I'm getting really sick of having to play solo rank, so although I do have to get back into playing solo ranked at some point, but that won't happen for a while. We got to get up to 286. Yeah, that goes. There we go. 87, 86. There we go. Yeah, it's just rough with Splatoon. You can barely see the tip of the lighthouse, but the mountain was tall enough that I can actually see it comfortably from all the way up here. Kind of cool seeing the fog effect. Oh dang, are you building like a? I don't know why I wanted to say item sort. I thought you were doing. Oh wait, no, you're doing a frog farm, aren't you? Still being right because you were talking about those frogs earlier. So if I had to guess. And if I want to go down by 7, minus 10 plus 3, we want to go to 278. That's cool. We'll go ahead and do that. Jesus, that hurt? Okay. I didn't think I was going that fast, but apparently I was. Almost broke my shins again. Oh, going to 278. Yeah, Froglight Farms. I know you technically are supposed to put in like hopper mine carts like on tracks to like cut down on iron and all that, but after how bad the frogs were, I just decided it was easier to put in hoppers at the bottom and then like the powdered snow. Like, are you building one in a basalt delta or the actual like frog the magma cube spawner one? Because the basalt delta one is like way quicker, but like the spawner one at least is like a lot easier to set up. Well, I think they're both technically easy, but I like the spawner one better personally. No, it's slower, but still helps. I might rebuild because, like I've said, I'm gonna probably rebuild every single farm that I have to like its like ultra like advanced counterpart that I'm hoping for. All right, what was that one at? 86. Cool, 286. Yeah, that lines up. And then we want to go to 79 here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're at 79. Something feels wrong though. So 300 and then 293 and then 286, yeah. And then 286 minus 7 is 279. Yeah. Okay, and then 272 is up next. But oh, it's in a Crimson Forest. Dang, that's where the treasure bastion is, I'm guessing. But oh, as long as you what I did for mine personally was just I rated the bastion first because there's still good like bastion stuff in there. But mainly you just kind of raid the bastion. You get rid of a nice chunk of the brutes, and then you just kind of seal off like the whole ceiling completely, and then you seal off all the walls too, so nothing can actually get in. And then that usually makes it a lot easier to work on. But for that kind of stuff, I tend to do a lot more prep work because I don't want to deal with piglins shooting at me, or if you're having a hard time with the magma cube spawning too, you actually have to use physical blocks to stop them from spawning. They don't actually get stopped from like blade or torches, which kind of sucks. So that one took a while for me to figure out. But the frogs is like the hardest part. Is I had like slime balls on my offhand, and then like I was pulling them on leads, so they'd come towards me because I had slime balls, and that meant they'd stop like hopping around and all that too, which helped out a lot. But What is the top there? I forget. I gotta actually start writing these numbers down. I keep forgetting to do that. But I digress. What do we got? 279. We want to go to 272. That's right. There we go. 272 minus 7. 62, 265. Cool. Alrighty. Now we want to build one in between these parts as well. So I'll have to use some of my cobblestone. Oh, if you destroy the entire bastion, that one's on you because that is going to take a long time no matter what you do. Is there... I think you can insta-mine some parts of it if you have like a haste 2 beacon and efficiency 5, but I wouldn't count on it personally. But I just ended up sealing off the... I sealed off the whole Froglight farm compared to the rest of the bastion, so that way I never had to deal with anything. And then there's still like the bastion there if I ever want to go look around. I left a couple of brutes in there, but you know, I gotta actually do stuff with them. But I think next time or next stream we'll probably take a little break from doing all this mountain work and we'll go work on the Guardian farm finally. I've been wanting to do that for a while. And who knows, that ought to be a nice change of pace. Starting to get snow this high up. Alrighty, we want to go up to 265. Here we go. And then minus 10 plus 3, 258. Cool. And then 251. Now, again, this is one of the weirder ones because we actually need to like bridge out to the kind of rough midpoint between these two spots as well. So we'll just do a little bit of that real quick. I'd say something like this here, right? Should be good. Yeah, good enough. And then the next one will be 258 as well, so we are starting to get close. We don't want to get too far ahead. There we go, 265. We have pretty much no scaffolding left either, so... Oh, we were already at 258, that's what I wanted to do. Oops. Anyways, we'll go ahead and continue. Ow. That one stung a little bit. So we already did 258, now we want to do 251. I know it should go to the other side, shouldn't it? Or burning scaffolding by being inefficient like that, so I'm gonna have to go make the rest of it too and do scaffolding with all that bamboo we just harvested. I should have enough string to do that, but I am running a little low. We can go over to the like the cave spider spawner that I have set up in that mesa if I really need more string like right now, but I think overall we should be okay. So we're at 251. Minus 10 plus 3 would be 244. Cool. There we go. And we want to do another in between one. So we kind of need to get into the middle here. Okay, that's not exactly anywhere near the middle, but sure, whatever. I'll just crash face first into this corner. Here we go. I don't think these things out, do I? Already, 244. Damn it, not again. Might have just enough scaffolding to do this and then like nothing else, so either way I'm still gonna have to make. That's 244. 244 minus 7 or minus 10 plus 3. 237. Cool. That's not it at all. Anyways, here we go. Shouldn't die. Yeah, I only did a little bit. We're getting a lot closer. Alrighty, now inside one of these, we got a little bit extra cobble. Don't need a whole lot, just a little bit to bridge some of these parts again. There we go, I guess something like that should be good. Already did 37, now we want to do 30. Here we go, 230, just so we have that down, and then we want to do 223. Go, so our next one will be a halfway point again. We are running out of scaffolding to do this with. And then we only have like this one and then 2 others, and then we should be good to keep building our ribs, so that should be nice. Here we go. Now we want to go to 223. And then this will put us at 216 afterwards. And then that's our end point. We don't want to do anything more. Alright, whatever, we'll use like grass or something for right now. Yeah, I think if we have other ones in here, yeah, we got a little bit more cobble, we'll use this instead. Got both of those. Here we go. And last but not least, 216, so a very tiny one here, but Still important to do nonetheless. And then it would match up with that pretty well. So, yeah, we should be pretty much set. There's only a little bit of work we really need to do. It's pretty minimal, luckily, if the data is anything at all. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see with the snow in the way, but you can kind of see, again, that slope pattern that we have going on. That we want to actually try and use. So we start there, and then we curve our way up to our peak, and then our peak curves back down, leading up into there, and then that curves all the way back down. So I think we did it for the most part. We might re-edit it a little bit later, just do a little bit of touch-up work on it here or there, but for the most part, that should be everything. So let's go ahead and take back a couple of things, namely shulker boxes and the chest, all that kind of good shit, and we should be pretty much good to go. But keep going on with this. Yeah, take that. We can put that away. I gotta actually like restore these. There we go. That's our silk touch pickaxe. And yeah, so like normal, what we're gonna do is we'll kind of go up a good couple blocks, and then we'll just keep continuing our ribs that we have. There's a very clear pattern that we're working on, and we'll just keep with it. And we'll just pretty much bring it up all the way to the top, and then we'll kind of make it so the top part of this like mountain range should be pretty flat. Of a couple of peaks, but for the most part, it should be relatively flat. I cannot speak Finnish, unfortunately, now. I can only speak English, but yeah, all I got are these ribs left, and we should be good, so let's just give this a shot. Trying to think where I should start this. Probably from like one of the ends and just work my way in, I'm guessing. So we'll probably just go over to here, because I need to make like another small like plateau area again. So we'll kind of reorganize my inventory a little bit here. We'll take in some dirt and grass. There we go. And this might take a while to line up, so hang on. I'll get better at doing prep work for stuff like this eventually, but today is not the day. It's so far down, we actually can't even see anything. That's not good. So we need to actually build something up. So we actually need to tear this down and start over, because we'd kind of jumped the gun a little bit too hard. It shouldn't be too bad to give it another shot though. Like I didn't do too much. I'm trying to think what else. How high up should this go? How far back do I want this to be? I think another 10 blocks maybe should be good. I should still be able to see like of the F3 stuff from there. Yeah, I can comfortably see it so we could actually go up 12. And see it pretty far away too, actually. Either way, that should be fine. So pretty much all we want to do is just line up what we got here up with the other outline that we got up here as well. Then it's going to be a little bit harder to figure out some stuff as we start getting our way over there. Because we'll have to go off of the scaffolding and it just looks different, so not quite what I'm used to, unfortunately. But you know, I'll figure it out. I wish there was an easier way to put in all this dirt into the backside because I kind of need to fill in all the empty space in the back to just kind of see what the shape should look like. Now, this is going to be a lot more like a canyon's not the right word, but I guess a valley, is that the right word? But because of how steep this stuff is, this is kind of like reminiscent, at least to me, of like if you've ever seen like any picture of the Grand Canyon, it's relatively flat at the top and then massive sharp like steep decline into like some like rivers and valleys and whatnot. But I only speak English, by the way, Mello. Just English, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and keep this going. Imagine powdered snow. Well, luckily it's not too bad. It's just powdered snow. You'll do fine. That stuff's really easy to get a hold of, but you're gonna want like 25 buckets of it from what I can remember. So honestly, just like a whole shoulder box worth of powdered snow probably be pretty good. Fair warning. Alrighty, we got no more blocks pretty much, so I'm gonna have to dip back into my inventory here and then get some more, but luckily it shouldn't really be too bad. I have a nice surplus of grass and dirt and all that, so I shouldn't have too much to worry about, hopefully. And you can just see just the sheer amount of work we still have left to do. Aw, man. Oh, I guess this is important, so I better actually go for a little bit here. Shoot, hang on. Oh, they're gonna have to give me a little bit. Here. I'll be right Alright. Alrighty, there we go. We're back. Gotta go take care of some stuff, unfortunately, so... Welcome back indeed. My mom had to call me about some stuff with Hulu because she's all pissed off that it's not working, and then she don't give me time to explain that literally Hulu's down. I can't do anything about that. So that's cool. And all she does is just whine about it, and then she doesn't want to get cable either. So, you know, can't do nothing about that apparently. Yeah, we'll follow this all the way around. Gee, wait, we can diverge a little bit. Or should I? Probably should. We'll probably have another like cavern opening here. And then I can put in the roof. Actually, no, the roof does need to go in. Oh boy. Oh, hang on, we got a little bit of reworking that needs to happen. I'm thinking what we do is we connect this, what we got, over to there. Or to the other, like, cobblestone mountain that's still here. Be a little something like that, maybe. So, basically, if we kind of come out here a little bit, we'll do a little bit of a flyby, but we've got like this cave opening here that would peek out to the other side of the mountain range, and we got a similar kind of thing here, but not here. So we'll have to maybe figure out the specifics a little bit later, but we should probably have another like opening in the wall here, and then we'll figure it out. Maybe not, but I do need to kind of change it up a little bit. That's one layer down, probably about, ooh, what do I want to say, 8 to 10 more to go, something like that. Not 100% sure. It depends how much I space these out as well, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see a little bit. Can I actually hit any of this? No. I can read that, but... Now, when we're in the windswept savanna part, we'll probably either use moss, or if we don't want to use like any kind of grassy stuff at that point, we'll probably be up at stone by this height. So won't have to think about it too hard at least. But all we're gonna do is just keep following the shape around a little bit. That was only 4. This one should be 5. Yep. We'll pick up this shulker box real quick, because it still definitely has some stuff in it. Yeah, it's got a lot. Alrighty. We'll just borrow that. And we'll go pick up the other one too that we had used. But I want to just leave these out and about everywhere. That's usually not a good idea, because then I lose them and then I kind of need them, so, you know. I always go make more, but it's about what's inside of them that's, you know, actually important. And we're only at half durability with the Elytra. That's crazy. Well, we got 3 more spare Elytra before I have to actually go back and fix all of them at the trading hall, so. But I at least do have spare nowadays, so that's good. Used to not. I had like the 1 spare, but you know, now I got like 5 spares, so that's very good. We might always go back and do more in city raiding another day, who knows. It was fun. It didn't last too long. None of the loot in any of the chests is really worth it, and then I have a shulker shell farm, which, you know, means it's literally not worth going back there for anything other than Elytra. So, I mean, you know, a little bit of a shame, but at least it does give me a reason to go back. But the ancient cities though are kind of unexcusable. Those ones I literally have absolutely no reason to go back to anymore if I don't ever want it. The only reason I might is like if I really need to get my hands on more like Skull Catalyst, or if I need to get my hands on like more enchanted golden apples. That's probably like my best bet to get a ton of them. But otherwise, it's, you know, not worth it. I mean, it's cool to go see them, but there's not a lot of reasons to keep going out and finding new ones, you know? Like, yeah, Swift Sneak is nice, but once you already get it on a good piece of gear, you might maybe ever need a couple more books, you know, as long as you don't die a lot. That's the other thing, too, which, you know, I literally cannot fucking die, otherwise I, you know, I'm staying dead, so it don't matter to me. But yeah, the Lutenum is okay, but you get all the new stuff, and then, you know, all the new stuff is like, oh, we got a music disc, we got a recovery compass I physically can't use, which I don't mind, because at least it's cool to flex, but then we get some of the new Skulk blocks, and that's pretty much it. There's no real reason to head back there anymore, because I've already gotten everything. So, it's a shame. It was a cool structure, too, for what it's worth, but I can't exactly do anything with that. Now we're at a weird spot because normally by now, right, I would have like a I'd have something to guide me here, right? But I kind of just don't. I really got to just figure this one out for myself without like any other like outside help with this kind of stuff, which is a shame because Lord knows I need it, so. Of course we're out. Here we go. That's good enough for now. Because again, we have our peak here, so we'll have to loop the next one back even earlier. And I wonder how many more do we have? If I can go up about 10 blocks at a time, we only got like 7 more of these left to do, but. We can cap it off pretty early too if I actually really wanted to lower a bunch of this stuff a lot more. I really shouldn't though. It's already pretty low as it is, so. Well, compared to the amount of stuff I need, rather. Oh, we can't even see it all the way in the back. Let's probably get another better view of this. I did not want to do a screenshot. There we go. So let's see. What do we have here? We got. I can get my cursor. We've got maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 to 8, maybe something like that. Before I'd want to probably like, well, they get smaller too over enough time, but it's, you know, actually getting to that problem. There's a couple of ones that we need to expand out to. Like that one probably needs to bridge out a little bit more. That one especially probably needs to go out quite a good bit. Same with that one, so we might have to redo some of that. They just expand on it. Some of these I'll leave because I want more like plateau areas. Actually, that's why those are there too, or for like a small plateau. So we'll leave those be. We'll fill in the backs, and if I don't like the backs, then we'll actually expand it out with the outline and then fill in new backs. So it's not too big of a deal. But we don't have too much more left to do up there at least, so that's good. We are getting there. Taking a very long time, but we are getting there. And that's honestly gonna have to do it for me today because I need to do some other stuff, unfortunately, and I need to remember to turn this down so that way I'm not like, why is my frame rate so bad? But oh, we're good now. So yeah, we are currently on day 1009. We got some more of the ribbing done. We're getting closer to the end of it, but it still takes a long time to do this. So we got our new peaks into place with the scaffolding. And I mean, like, by the time this whole thing's said and done, for what it's worth, you like will barely be able to see the peaks from ground level. That's how like imposing this should be, you know. That'll be pretty cool to see, but no, we're good for right now. So yeah, it's been fun, and yeah, you know, it's been pretty good. We'll try and get more of this done next time, or I can go gather the materials for the Guardian farm. So either we'll be building a Guardian farm, or we'll just try and get more of the mountain done here. So figure it out. But I'm not really in the mood to do this right now, unfortunately. So some things kind of ticked me off a little bit. Now I'm kind of not in the mood to do a lot. So either way, thank you guys again for watching. I know it was only an hour and a half this time, but you know there will be more coming up